Hi and welcome back, guys. Hope you're all having a great day out there. XRP holders, we have this. And you're like, what is he talking about? We're talking about making money off XRP. I want to talk to you about that in this video. I think a lot of traders out there, a lot of investors, only seeing about 6 inches to a foot in front of them. I want to talk to you about what it means to be an XRP holder and what this means going forward, as I believe this is truly one of the best opportunities someone like you and I can have in a world where we've got economic uncertainty. We are seeing a trade war, tariff situation where, guys, have you ever watched two individuals playing ping pong? It's like your head's on a swivel. That's what I feel like we're getting right now with the narratives on tariffs. And I want to talk to you about what's going on, but the bigger picture here as it relates to XRP, guys. All I ask is if you do like talking about XRP, click that like button. Let's push this thing out here today. Shoot over 1,000 likes. As I'm outside of the veterinarian right now. There's something going on with my dog's ears, and so I'm waiting for confirmation, but a few things I wanted to put out on your radar while I wait for confirmation to come in and see what's going on. We don't have the best scenery in the background. We have some motorcycles going on as well, but very important points I want to put out, because what I see is a world reserve currency in XRP. Not a doubt in my mind. I see Ripple eventually being like the World Bank. And I watched a video the other day, a gentleman talking about this. I can't think of his name. He actually was talking about the same exact thing at last year's XRP Las Vegas. And people call us conspiracy theorists. They can say whatever they want. But there is no token out there right now closer to the big financial institutions, the central banks, the governments around the world that make the decisions for you and I. It's just that simple. And you have to have an interoperable token that can work with the system and all the different currencies and has a finite supply. What does that finite supply mean for you and I? As demand and insane demand at that comes in, we see supply decrease, price go up. And so here today, we broke a little after it happened about CME Group, right, guys? This is the world's largest futures and options exchange. This is the exchange of the exchange. I read that, I believe it's 27% of S&P 500 indexes uses CME Group. This is a big deal. And people, because again, a lot of retail, and I get it, it's sometimes hard to invest. It's hard to wait and be patient. But because we're seeing a flat XRP, actually slightly down 1% here today, only seeing about 6 inches to a foot in front of them and not understanding this opportunity we have in front of us, how massive it is. We take a look at the economic conditions out there, not good. We take a look at what's going on in the world with unrest, geopolitical unrest and so forth, not good. But for you and I, retail, to actually make massive gains in a industry, in a market that is, I believe, at this point too big to fail. We're talking about nearly 3 trillion right now, and we are not even in a bull market right now. We're not in a bear market either. We've delayed the bull market a little bit, but I believe we're going to turn that on real quickly. But the point being is we're in a massive market right now, and we're still in early stages. And so we've got to understand what's going on around us, and even the M2 supply. What's going on? I saw a post on this here today. China, actually, check it out. I got the numbers here. 45 trillion, that's with the T. Their M2 money supply just hit a staggering 45 trillion. What does this mean? Well, generally speaking, that money trickles down. Now you have cheap money, and it creates the perfect storm for a risk-on environment. And so we're incredibly close to seeing risk-on assets like XRP. And I don't believe there's a whole lot of risk in XRP anymore to begin with when you take a look at all the connections and you do the deep research that you and I do every day. But when we take a look at what's happening, is a perfect storm for risk on assets. While again, a lot of people being clouded and only seeing price action, we got to take a little bit deeper step and understand what is on the way. Those are my thoughts, my opinions, guys. I appreciate all your support, all your time. If you don't mind clicking that like button if you haven't already and subscribing, I definitely appreciate it. And we will see you all in the next one.